Welcome back to the DNX show, and today you messed me up when I said that. Welcome back to the DNX show, and today we're doing some predictions for Unadilla as well as MXGP of Sweden. All right, so going into this week for predictions, I currently have 101 correct, while the boy Doc has 88. So he's down quite a bit. There's only 2 rounds left. He has some GPs left, all right, because we're going to incorporate that a little bit. We got some SMX coming up, but he's got to make a run. I'm about to dominate him. So, but all right.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying. Okay, so for today, what we're going to do is we're going to do bold predictions for both Pro Moto and MXGP. And then we're only going to do the podium for MXGP while doing Pro Moto, everything else. Hope that kind of makes sense. But okay, so Doc.
We'll do MXGP after Moto. Stick around.
Yeah. Okay, so Doc, for your bold prediction for 450s, what do you got?
I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But Eli Tomac's what?
I should also say Chase is out. He's out for the weekend.
Chase is out. Kenny's back. I hate this, but Tomac is not going to get a top 5.
Top 5 with no Chase?
That's tough, man. I hate it. It's bold. Chad, listen, let me put you on something here. I'm just reverse. Okay. We're doing a little reverse psychiatry here. I know it's psychology, but you know, I want Tomac to win. Okay.
I will tell you that he's never had an overall at Unadilla before in the 450 class.
I didn't know that.
Never. He's had podiums and I think Moto wins, but he's never had an overall. Crazy.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that is crazy. I didn't expect that, but I guess that makes sense. I guess I've never seen him like really dominate there, but I might be going too. So maybe I'm a little good luck charm, but
he's going to definitely be the curse. Okay. So for my bold prediction, I have a guy that's coming back and we know that he has some great raw speed. And that's Ken Roczen. All right. And I have Ken Roczen getting a top 5 overall. And that is only if he can get some good starts and he doesn't fade, because as we know, we have a lot of good guys still up for this. Like you have Jet, Hunter, Tomac, RJ, J. Coop, Prado. It's going to be tough. I think he's going to be right there in that 7 to 10. But I think maybe a 6, 7 might get him a top 5, you know? So, yeah.
Before I put Tomac doesn't get a top 5, my bold prediction, I changed it because I thought this was bolder, was Kenny gets 3rd in qualifying.
Is Kenny ever good in qualifying, though? Like, recently? So I guess that is true. That is a bold prediction. I just made your point valid. So
no, he's terrible.
Okay, so now hopping to the 250s. What's your bold prediction?
Okay.
I can already tell you guys that he is going to be glazing the shit out of Cole right now. So
I'm not glazing. I might be glazing. I have Cole wins a moto.
That is so ridiculously bold, bro. What are you on right now?
Listen, I had one of these things earlier today. It's cooking my brain. Okay, hashtag not an ad. I don't know. I do think. Hold on. Hey man, it's possible. You remember what Buddy was brewing before he got landed on by the 38-year-old man?
I do remember that. My only question to you then is, the other 2-star guys came back last week, and that was not good. And will that happen? Or
no.
Will that?
I mean, I could see this. I could see him using it as like, obviously, I don't think the expectation is for Cole to win, right? He's getting his feet wet for SMX. That's all this is.
And I will say this is his first ever pro race.
Right. So, but he could cruise around in 8th, and I think it would be a good day. Who's gonna win a moto?
That's so bold. Okay, for my 250 bold prediction, I actually have Cole Davies getting a top 5 overall, not a moto win. And this could be something similar with Kenny, right? Go like 6-6 and get a 5th, you know? A moto win is so far out there.
Dude, or 6-1 for 4th overall. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, if he gets a podium, dude, that would be nuts. And honestly, this is a great showing of what we're going to kind of, I know it's his first race, don't get me wrong, but kind of what we're going to see from Cole in the future, in my opinion.
Hey, all I'm saying is I was there at Philly when he won his first race.
Might be a good luck charm.
I'm just saying. I did text Cole today. I'm going to try to make it up to Dilla. And he said, Doc's the good luck charm. So I'm just saying.
There you go. There you go. Hopefully that happened. Okay, so now let's talk about who leads the first lap for Unadilla. Okay, let's stay in the 250 class. And this all really comes down to starts, right? Obviously. I mean, you can get a top 5 star, maybe get into the lead first lap. But who's been kind of the best starter this year, right? There's really 2 people that come to my mind, and that is Joe and that is Deegan, right? I don't, but Cole playing in the mix, he might be a little factor,
He's
right? I mean, also Jalik. Jalik is also out this week with the torn calf and thumb injury, so keep that in mind here.
RIP Jalik.
Yeah, RIP. I messaged, this is sidetrack, I know, but I commented on his post and I said, hey, watch party? Question mark? So maybe for SMX, maybe. But anyways, going back to this, I think it's going to be Deegan who pulls the whole shot and leads. This is obviously for one of the motos. I think Deegan's pull whole shot and leads for one lap or first lap.
So is this Moto 1 or just either of the motos who's going to lead a lap?
Either of the motos.
Okay, so I don't think I had Hayden, but I'll go Joe. I think they'll swap back and forth one of the motos. And then one of the motos, they're going to get passed by Cole.
Dude, no, they're not. But I can definitely see Joe getting the start. I mean, he's been great at starts the last couple of rounds, right? So, I think it's either of those guys, as I mentioned. But I have Deegan. I think Deegan maybe pulls both hole shots, wins both motos, secure the bag, get the championship. I think that's going to happen this weekend. So
Deegan's going to be really hard to beat. He's really good at Unadilla, and he can secure it. He's going to be hard to beat.
All he has to do is wash with Joe too. He doesn't have to win both. He just has to wash with them and he wins, right? Okay, but now going into the 450s, and this one's kind of up in the air in my opinion, because in the last few rounds, Jet hasn't had a great start. Hasn't had great starts. Hunter has been kind of mixed a little bit. Eli just pulled both hole shots at Ironman. Prado's been right there off the rip multiple times. So we have a 4-person a competition here to get this first lap lead. And for me, I'm going with the guy that said he was very happy after his 5th place at Ironman, and that is Jorge Prado. I think he gets a start. He's going to lead the first lap, maybe get the whole shot, maybe get on the box this weekend. It's a, MXGP style track. It favors those Europeans. So I got Prado.
I like that. I think that's a good one. Now, I think that's very possible. However, I'm going to go with somebody that always does incredible on random one-off races. And this is a random one-off race for him. It's Ken Roczen. Ken Roczen is an absolute GOAT at coming back and just immediately kind of being back in the mix. And it would not surprise me at all if he comes back, rips hold shot, leads the lap. Now, I do think he'll probably fade a little bit, right? Throughout the moto, hasn't been racing. I don't think it's fine. It is what it is. Same thing with Cole. Kenny's here for SMX. He's not here really to race Unadilla. If he does good, he does good. But him getting a whole shot, leading lap, oh yeah, very likely.
What I can think of is 2 years ago, High Point did that same exact thing. Even last year when he was on the 250, bro, he had a great start. And so it's very possible that he can do that. Okay, so now going into our head-to-head matchups, and this is brought to you by NextBets. And if you guys want to play these 450 head-to-head matchups, all you have to do is go to the link in the description below, nextbets.com/playdnx to play. And for this week, let's stay in the 450 class. Our head-to-head matchup is Jorge Prado versus Justin Cooper. A little matchup that came down to the wire at Ironman, actually. Jay Coop passed him on the last lap to get 4th overall in Moto 2. And it really kind of just depends how Jorge, I feel, in my opinion, vibes with Unadilla. I just mentioned that it might be a European track. Even Pulp mentioned that it favors the Europeans. If Prado can get a start, what he found at Ironman, does it translate? It's not going to be as hot, I would assume, as hot and humid in New York. I think that favors Prado here a little bit. However, I did pick Jay Coop on my prediction here. So, I want Prado to do good, man. I basically bashed him last couple of rounds until last week, and then I want him to still do good, but I got
last couple rounds.
I bashed him for 3 weeks straight, but Yeah,
3 weeks, right?
dude, maybe the whole season. But I got J Coop here, but I want Prado to honestly get a podium.
Yeah, I mean, considering how the season has gone, J Coop is the obvious pick here, but I actually do think I'm gonna go with Prado. He seems to be trending up as J Coop seems to have plateaued, and you could argue is trending down slightly. You know, like
You would think that he'd be right next to RJ, right? Like right in that mix with RJ.
mm-hmm.
And when you think about it, like even in Moto 1 at Ironman, he had the start and then RJ passed him. So
yeah, I mean, the beginning of the year, I was putting J Coop on the podium. Like J Coop's gonna win a race. Like it's inevitable, right? It's not like at the way he was projecting, and it just really hasn't happened. And I think Prado's weird. Like I could see this just being a spike and then a huge drop after this. But if Prado's actually trending up, I mean, he might be a problem. But I'm gonna go Prado on this one.
I do have a little rumor for you. We didn't really talk about this,
rumors.
but Prado might be going back to KTM next year. And
I saw that.
And there's even a rumor, like obviously this is super far fetched, right? But it was talked about that he might switch brands after Moto before SMX. Like, yeah,
Dang.
I was like, no way that happens, right? But that's a rumor
It's like
going around. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about. Just keep that in the back of your brains after SMX, all right? Just keep that in the back of your brain. But okay, talk about 250s here a little bit. Our matchups is Seth Hammaker versus Austin Forkner. A couple guys at the beginning of the year, way different, right? Hammaker was so high up on our list. Forkner was kind of like that 15th guy, right? They've kind of went like this, basically evened out, right? And I think Forkner actually beats Seth this weekend at Unadilla. Like, I think he's going to win this matchup. If I'm not mistaken, I don't have the results pulled up right in front of me, but I think Forkner got 9th. Hammaker got 8th this last week. I'm pretty sure.
9 Forkner, 10 Hammaker.
Oh, so like opposite. So Forkner just beat him at Ironman. So like makes my point even valid that they're kind of trending the opposite directions. And I'm going to go once again with Forkner. I think he has another good weekend.
I agree. I'm going to go with Forkner too. That I think even though his 9th was worse than his 5th, that like 2 top 10s in a row is great news. And I feel like if he's able to, you know, he's trending up, and if he's there, he's going to stay there. And Seth has been.
Yeah. And the one thing I like about Forkner too is if you watch those motos last week, he started way back and he pushed all the way up, right, to get into the top 10 area, right? So I think Forkner's trend is going so good right now. And by the time next year, I think finally we're going to see that old Forkner a little bit. Let's go into our placements. And this week we got 8th place. Let's stay in the 250 class. And actually for me, I got Austin Forkner. I think he's going to do another top 10. I'm not quite sure about top 5, right? I think that at Washougal, I don't know how he got a top 5 really. Yeah, like he's super really good there. Even going back to like a long time ago when he crashed and he went through the pack too. Yeah. Like he was really good at that time too. But like, I just think he's right there, like 7th through 11th, I would say, in this 250 class right now. And I think an 8th place after getting 9th last week, I think is really good. So I got Forkner.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Levi Kitchen.
I almost freaking put him, dude. I saw the results from last week. I was like, do I put that? I don't think he's going to get 8th, but dude.
I didn't think he was going to get 8th last week. I just kind of think that's where he is. You know, I don't know. I don't really do much research on him specifically on like how he is at Dilla. You know, I don't know. The season hasn't been spectacular. He's always really good at Redbud, and that was the one time he did really good. And then since then, it's been mid, you know?
You might want to go back on that prediction.
Why is Buddy barking? Is he good at Dilla?
Last year, he got first. He went 2-1. The year before that, he went 1-4 for second. And the year before that, he got 8th. Or his first year on the city, he got 8th.
Last year, Deegan's bike blew up.
Ooh, very true. Very true. Or was that 2 years ago? I don't remember, dude, to be honest.
I don't know. It might have been. That could have been 2 years ago. Anyway, so you know what I mean.
But yeah, I mean, if he, it's kind of bold if he gets 8th, right? I mean, it is.
This isn't the normal Levi Kitchen though.
That is so true.
You know,
we didn't expect him to struggle this much this year, right?
This is not Levi Kitchen from last year or the year before. So I stand by it.
Very true. Going into 450s, I got a guy that's been kind of quietly consistent, and that is Malcolm Stewart. He's been. You got the same one? Yeah. He's been just quietly consistent in the top 10 all season long. I mean, he's had some fluke races in there, like obviously at High Point where he went down at the very beginning where he got uppercutted by Mike Tyson, you know what I'm saying? But like his results this year, 8 last week, 12, 6, 8, 10, High Point 42nd, and then 8, 10. Like, I mean, he's right there, right? And so, I mean, I'm pretty sure his average would be like 8.5, like off the top of my dome. So, it's kind of funny that we both picked him. I feel like that's just it's him or Barsha, in my opinion, right there.
I was just gonna say, there's a couple guys right around that spot, which would be Barsha, Stewart. That's pretty much it. Maybe Valentin Guillaume that are like just solid the whole year, right? Like, and that they've been right around there the whole time.
And I think you could throw in possibly with DF coming back, you could throw him in that mix, and then maybe even like a Cody Schock right there too, if he can have some good motos. I know he's dealing with an ankle injury, but he could be right there too. But so now let's go into our podiums, all right? And let's stay in the 450 class. And I'm gonna say my podium. It's pretty generic, honestly, and it's going to be Eli in 3rd. I got Hunter in 2nd, and I got Jet in 1st, and I think Jet takes the championship this week. He's 44 points up on his brother. So if he goes out and he goes 1-1, Hunter goes 2-2, he automatically wins because he has more wins than Hunter, right? And so I think Jet clinches the title, and that's it.
I agree with that part, 100%. I have kind of a generic one too, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So I'm going to go Hunter 3rd, RJ 2nd, and then Jet wins.
You think RJ go back-to-back in 2nd places?
I think so. I mean, like, he's just going to have a ton of confidence. RJ is riding insane. Like, you know, Chase is out.
Chase is out. You have Eli outside the top 5.
That's what I'm saying.
I like that. Honestly, if RJ can like sneak a win at Buds, dude, that would be legendary in my opinion.
I mean, Jet's obviously with Chase out. I think Jet will be on cruise control. Like, he's still going to could win, of course. But like, I think if Jet gets a bad start, he's obviously not going to like send it to try and win the race.
It's so valid. That's so valid.
Right? Why would he? So like, if Jet gets a start, he's going to cruise and win the race. But I think if Jet gets a bad start, he'll just cruise in because whatever. If RJ gets a start, I mean, really, I don't know. Obviously Tomac could win Buds, but like, I feel like Hunter would be number 2 with Chase out. Well, RJ could definitely sneak a win at Buds. 100%.
I think you could even say RJ is the 3rd best guy with like Tomac struggling a little bit because RJ's been a little bit more consistent, right?
Kind of agree. I hate this for myself, but
I might have chalked myself. Yeah, I mean, stats don't lie though, bro.
But like, I don't know. Tomac's just like, he could go 1-1 this weekend. It wouldn't surprise me. But he could also go 5-6, and it wouldn't surprise me. I don't know. I'm just cooked this year.
Okay, if we're going into the 250s, I think it's also be like kind of generic. I know that you're gonna have something crazy because you got Cole winning a moto here, but like. For me, I'm going straight 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, and that's Tom Vial in 3rd, Joe in 2nd, and Hayden in 1st. And Hayden clinches the title just like Jet. And Bud's Creek, we're going to see him on a 450. It would be stupid to do, but we're going to see him on a 450.
I don't think so. I do have Cole on the podium.
Yeah, I knew you did, but like, you're crazy.
It's fun, okay? It's fun to root for your friends, chat. I'm sorry you don't have any cool friends. I didn't either until recently, and it's fun, okay? So, Cole 3rd, Joe Deeks.
Okay. I mean, I can honestly, Cole gets a start. I know he's going to be fit, right? He's always been fit. If he can get a start and he can vibe, I mean, he can go 3-4, he can honestly go like 3-5 and still get a podium, right? Realistically in this class, right? So, yeah, you're on crack. All I gotta say is
I have no idea. I have no insider info, low key. Like, I don't know how he's feeling. I mean, he's obviously got to be feeling good enough. I feel like if he wasn't feeling good, they would just come back at Buds, get a gate drop, get the jitters out, and then go to SMX. But for him to come back this early, he's got to be feeling good, right? Like,
he's been riding for at least a month now, right? Something like that. Close to it,
yeah,
I think.
I mean, he says he's feeling really good. Every time I ask him how you feeling on the bike, he says like incredible or something. So like, I don't know, bro. I think he's a sleeper. People are gonna say I'm glazing, but if he goes out and wins a moto,
there's no way he's winning a moto, bro.
I believed in you from the beginning, bro. Hey, nobody said he was gonna win a freaking supercross race either, but here we are,
Okay, but that was like midway in the season, bro. Not first race ever in a pro motocross.
Hey,
oh my God, Lord have mercy. All right, that's our podium, but now we got to talk a little bit about some MXGP. All right. Okay, so now going into MXGP bold predictions. What do you have for the 250, the MX2 class?
Kai's gonna have a perfect day.
Okay.
Perfect everything. Quality, practice, motos.
You said that backwards, but I do love to hear that.
I know I said it backwards, but you know what I mean. You know what I meant. I did say it backwards, but you know what I mean.
I do love to hear that. I will counter. I'm a Kai guy. You guys know this. I will counter.
Yeah, he's a glazer.
He did struggle last year at Sweden. All right, he did struggle. He got like 5th place in the class. This year, completely different. I think he has the momentum, as I mentioned in the review video last week or a couple weeks ago. He has the momentum on his side. I can see him go out there, get a start, and get a win. I can see that. But for my bold prediction, I have Valin getting on the box. All right, he's been riding so good as of late. I think personally, if he can get a decent start, he can run up with those boys. And as you guys know, MX2, it's so inconsistent. You don't know what's going to happen on any freaking race, right? He gets a good start. He gets right in there that 4. He maybe get like a podium in one of the motos, go 3-4 on the day, and gets on the box. Like, that would be huge. So I got Valin on the box overall. Okay, but now going into the MXGP class, what is your bold prediction?
It's red plate time, baby. Lucas gets the red plate.
9 points down. Fevra struggles? I mean,
He doesn't have to struggle that bad.
If Lucas goes 1-1, right, and he wins the qualifying, that's 7 points. Fevra just has to get a 3rd in one of the races, and he loses the points.
And it's not.
I mean, you go back and watch previous rounds too. Fevra has made mistakes on like the last couple of laps.
Might be a bad bold prediction. It might not be that bold, low key.
It might not be. I have a bold prediction though. All right, and this goes out to the boy Isaac Gifting. He's gonna get on the box in one of the races. It's his hometown race. He's gonna get a great start, and he's gonna be vibing up there in front. He might even pull a hole shot. We saw him lead a little bit at Lommel, right? So like, I'm not gonna be surprised if he gets another great start. He shows out for the home crowd and gets on the box in one of the races.
I think it's possible, but he's a wild man.
Dude, he's so wild. As you mentioned, he kind of reminds us of JB a little bit,
Yeah.
So,
just feet off the pegs, just Lord have mercy,
yeah,
going for
basically. it. Okay, so now let's go to the podium for MXGP. And for the MX2 class, I'll go first. I got Valin, as I mentioned, for my bold prediction. I got Adamo in 2nd. And then I got Kai in 1st. All right. I think Kai, he's going to have that momentum on his side. He might get a couple good starts. And he's going to, I wouldn't necessarily say dominate, but he's going to do really, really well this weekend. And he's going to make that point gap of 38 to Langenfelder way shorter, because I don't even have Langenfelder on the box, right? So maybe Langenfelder goes 4-5. He cuts it maybe 15, 16 points. We're going into the last couple of rounds. Anything's possible.
I have a very similar podium, low key. I have McClellan, P3.
Okay, shout out to the boy.
Adamo, Kai.
I like that. I like that. I like McClellan on the box. Go back-to-back weekends on the box. That'd be huge.
Yes,
I
sir.
really, really like that. Okay, what about your MXGP class?
All right, because we got points going on here. Okay, we got Febra, P3.
I like.
Coldenhoff, P2.
Ooh.
Mixing it up, okay? Educated guesses right here, baby. Educated. And then Lucas, P1.
That's pretty bold. I like that. Now, do you know
I'm trying
that
to make points
Hurlings?
up.
You know that Hurlings is back, right?
I know he's back. Hey, buddy crashed about 78 times.
Okay, but that's so much different.
That's his track.
Yeah,
That's
very
like,
true.
That's like peak Hurlings right there, you know?
Very true. Very true. And I will say, Koldenhoff just beat him in an off-season race, like this past weekend.
Bro. Freaking Hurlings crashed more than, I don't know. RJ has landed on tough blocks. Yeah, that's my podium right there.
For my podium, I have Hurlings because I'm not a psychopath. I think he's going to get on the box. All right. He's not going to crash 6 times like he did at Lommel. All right. He's going to have that conditioning back after 2 weeks. Realistically, he's probably going to finish like 4th, 5th. Yeah. And then for second, I got Fevra. And then for first, I got Lucas. I don't think Lucas will take the points lead just in this round. I think he will make up some points.
Be like a 1-1, 2-2 type thing.
Yeah, something like that. So he makes up like 6 points, 7 points, or even maybe like he picks up a point in the qualifying race, winning by the qualifying race or something like that. But I do think he picks up some points, but I just don't know about the red plate. But yeah, those are our bold prediction and podium for MXGP. But before we finish this video, we got some fan predictions. All right. I got a lot of bold predictions here. All right, we're just gonna run through this list, brother, because I got so many. Okay, so Benji, he said Cole Davies outside of the top 10.
Well, we hate that guy. Block him. Thank you.
Nate, Davies gets a top 5 overall. I like that.
We don't have to block him, but we appreciate him.
Aztec, this is for MXGP. He says Glenn Koldenhoff wins. That's super bold. I like that. And then he says MX2 Adamo wins. And then for 450 and 250, this is bold. Tomac and Vial for winning. I like that. That's kind of bold. All 4 are bold, dude.
Actually, I don't hate that. I don't hate Tomac Vial.
Yeah, that's really, really good. Dallas, he says, what place do you think Cole gets? Top 5, top 3. It's Nate. I don't know why I said it's Nate. Shout out to the boy Nate. He says, Ken Roczen beats Tomac in the overall.
Such a Canadian thing to say.
He also mentions that Joe goes 2-1 and wins the overall, which I don't think is that bold, to be honest.
That's not bold.
And then Blake says Dylan, aka DF, aka Dylan
Brandis,
gets a podium, and then Drew Adams gets a podium. Blake, if that hits, you might get a t-shirt. That would be insane.
Sure, that's a t-shirt. Low-key, Tom Vial and Tomac, that guy's a t-shirt too, low-key.
Yeah, low-key. Anton, he has Isaac Gifting top 3 hometown race. Okay. I like that. Shout out to Jordan here. He mentioned that Gifting will get a podium. Sasha Kunin will win. And Zenko's points lead. That is in the EMX class, I believe. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. Not gonna lie. And then Chris, he says Marshbanks gets his first win and Deegs takes a championship early. Like he gets a championship early. I think that's inevitable, right? I think Deegs will just get it no matter what. Even if he goes 2-1, man.
Short of like a bike issue, he's got it.
Yeah, 100%, right? Okay, and then 650, he says 450. Jet wraps up the chip, 1-1. Tomac in second going 3-2. Hunter 2-3. Roczen and Prado battle for 6. Remember that. And then for his 250, he says Deegan and Joe split motos. And then Parker Ross gets 8th, which is kind of crazy because I didn't even mention our 8th place here, but he put him 8th. And then Tom goes 3-3. And then Owen, he says Sasha and Hurlings gets the overall. Hurlings, bold. I like that. Maybe a little bit too early.
Did you watch last week, brother? Or last week?
Yeah, it was kind of bad. Owen also mentioned that for Promoto, he has Tomac. This has got to be the boldest thing I've ever seen. He's at Tomac and Kitchen are the overall winners. Does Kitchens just somehow like miraculously find speed at Unadilla?
Hey, bro, if you get that, mod that guy. That's what I'm saying. You know, he's a mod on the channel.
That's crazy. Relo, he says Swole on the podium and Kenny wins a moto. Well, Swole is out, unfortunately.
I like that until he was out, though.
Yeah, I did. And then Kenny wins a moto. That's crazy work.
Let me ask you a question. What's crazier, Cole winning a moto or Kenny winning a moto?
Cole. Cole's never raced a pro moto before in his life. He's never raced one outdoor ever in his life.
Yeah, right. But you grew up, you know, it's the same.
It doesn't matter. And the last one we have is from Jack. He says Gajser podium, because Gajser is also back. I don't know how well he's going to be fitness-wise. He looks pretty good at his hometown track. And then Hunter back-to-back. So I kind of like, honestly, all of them. I can see
that. I mean, low-key, Hunter, that's possible. Jet could be cruise control.
I mean, Jet can go like 2-2, bro. And Hunter goes 1-1. I don't see that happening. Let's be real. If anything, it's like a 2-1 thing, right? And Jet goes 1-2, if anything, right? In my opinion.
I can see that for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all the fan predictions that we have. Thank you guys so much for all the love on all of the videos that we've been posting lately. It really does mean a lot to us. We're going to have our watch party on Saturday. Our reactions are going to be out for both MXGP as well as Pro Moto this weekend, so make sure you guys check that out. And let us know in the comment section too, like if you guys like this style for MXGP and Pro Moto. Like we'll just add it at the very end. I think it works good because I don't think we need a separate video in my opinion. So let us know how you guys enjoy it. And then that's all I got. Pod next week to talk about basically everything that's going on the last 2 weeks. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And thank you guys so much for the love on those pods. It goes crazy. So we do appreciate that. And yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for the love. Hit the like button and we're out. Peace.